Hi everyone, welcome to Stand Up Women. My name is Nicolette, and today we're going to go over some tips for anyone that plans on stepping into the intimidating world of stand-up. Now I know that starting out in stand-up comedy can be overwhelming and definitely scary if you don't prepare ahead of time. Luckily this video will cover 5 key points to remember when starting out. First off, you don't want to memorize every word of your performance. This will make you sound like a robot on stage, and if you do this, you're going to lose all the realness in your material. What you want to do instead is create a flow when you speak, so that way you can really sell the authenticity to your audience. Here's a clip from amateur comedian Derek Santos showing you what not to do when memorizing your performance.
My mom dresses up like my dad, and my dad dresses up like my mom.
So that sounded kind of rehearsed and a little stiff. So what you're going to want to do instead is to memorize the things that you want to talk about and then simply talk about them. You want to be talking to your audience instead of at them. The next key point that you're going to want to remember is to focus on the audience instead of yourself. When you focus on yourself, you're going to realize that you're becoming more nervous, and this is going to lead to even more stage fright. When you focus on the audience, you're going to forget all about your nervous tics and really be able to sell your jokes. Once you let go of yourself and realize that comedy is really about the audience, you'll actually start to enjoy performing a lot more. Here is another clip from amateur comedian Wyatt Gray showing you what happens when you focus on your nervousness instead of the audience.
I don't have one of those.
As you can see, he got stuck in his own joke, hovered over his own stumbles, and then just really got caught up in the whole thing. This is a poor performance and a poor execution of a good joke. Another important part of stand-up is remembering not to speak formally. I went ahead and put together a few pictures of what a common comedy audience looks like. And if we take a look at their outfits and their postures and just everything about them, no one really seems to expect to be proper in the setting, and they don't really expect it from you either. Instead, what you want to do is listen to how you normally speak and then try to mimic that. Now this next point I know is something that a lot of people struggle with, and it's knowing what to do when your joke flops. A bombed joke is only a failure if it's handled incorrectly. Things that you shouldn't do is you shouldn't apologize, don't stall on your joke, and most importantly, don't blame the audience for not laughing. In this next clip, we can see how a comedian made people feel awkward because his joke wasn't taken the way he thought it was gonna.
Alright, that's a joke I wrote a while ago. It usually goes better.
There we can see how it was a little awkward when he told us that his joke wasn't doing as well as it used to, and what made it even more awkward was that fake laugh that he gave afterwards. Instead, the proper way to handle something like this is to simply keep it moving. You have time to go back and fix that joke and perform it properly for your next audience, but on stage in front of your current audience is not the right way to do it. Now this last tip might seem kind of cliche, but it's definitely necessary. We need to prepare for any type of performance that we go into, and practice is the only way to do it. Even though we want to seem funny, embarrassment is not always the way to do it. And with comedy, it comes with our performance, and nothing really comes naturally to people on stage at all times. So in order to deliver our jokes effectively, we can't ruin them by not practicing. So I know stage fright is hard, and I know the beginnings of anything is hard, but hopefully these tips make it a little easier for you guys. I want to encourage you guys to take that first step and overcome your fears that go along with stage fright. If you guys would like, you could follow along with my blog. It's called Stand Up Women, and you can find it on WordPress.com. Again, my name is Nicolette, and I wanted to thank you guys for watching my tips on how to become a beginner comedian.